shower chances with an overnight low of 70. Tuesday, 83, mostly cloudy with a light lingering shower possible. Wednesday, it's dry with a mix of sun and clouds. We'll go with a mostly cloudy and a shower chance on Thursday, a high of 86. And then a thunderstorm chance on Friday and a high of 87. Eyewitness weather update take times every hour on KYW News Radio. 84 degrees, mostly cloudy in Center City. We're heading to 89 with showers and thunderstorms around this evening. Why shop anywhere else? Experience the difference at Piazza Honda in Philadelphia, Langhorne, Pottstown, Reading, and now Springfield. Online at piazzahonda.com. The new photography exhibit at the Center City Gallery is shedding light on sex workers inside Mexican drug cartels. You want to be stories.
Knocked down in a row. Her favorite in the exhibit, Senora, and it's this 63-year-old woman. She's a survivor. She's looking right at you. It shows right there. She says she hopes the collection brings awareness to what's happening in other parts of the world and possibly aid from medical charities. It's going to change their view on what's happening in the world right now with sex victims. Kristen Johansson, KYW News Radio.
1225. The KYW Business Report.
U.S. stocks are mixed. The Dow Jones Industrial Average falling 53 points to 21,526. S&P 400 down 3, but the Nasdaq is up 5 points. Oil is up 1% to 46.33 a barrel. A slowdown in sales of previously owned homes shows how lean inventories are keeping prices elevated and limiting purchases. The National Association of Realtors reports contract closings fell 1.8%.
창문들을 모두 닫았어요? 닫을까요?
And WebMD has agreed to sell itself to buyout firm KKR at a deal valued at $2.8 billion. The online health information company is used by 75 million consumers each month. I'm Donna Wilson, Bloomberg Business for KYW News Radio.
Business reports on News Radio at 25:55 after every hour. KYW News Radio and the Ford Alert and Lung Center highlight cardiac surgery for 2017 and beyond. Here's Propagating.
The Florida Department of Surgery Chair Dr. Paul Byrne.
But the 23-time gold medal winner didn't swim with a real shark. He competed in the ocean against a computer-simulated fish based on Anna, so the speed of great white. Well, he's hoping to a rematch, but many fans took to social media to complain about an hour of their lives will never get back. I'm Joe Randall.
삼촌 야쿠르트 하나 줄까? 주세요. 좀 이따 줘? 오케이. 사랑해 삼촌. 삼촌 피곤해도 아비브랑 같이 델리버리 가서 고마워요. 이 옷은 승은이 형하고 옷인데 삼촌이 그냥 좋아서 입었어? 승은이 형한테 익스큐스 했어?
Monday, July 24th, 2017. With insight into today's breaking news, we're now joined by Philadelphia's most experienced broadcast team to help us understand the latest developments. Here's your host, KYW Steve Nikhazy, in the news at this hour.
Sentencing day for the woman found guilty of kidnapping a child from the King of Prussia Mall last spring. I'm Jim Melward in Norristown.
Imprisoned for murder at the age of 15. I'm Sherry Gregg at the CJC, and I'll tell you 2 ways a juvenile life are looking for a new sentence. It's hoping to change the system.
Eating a healthy diet during pregnancy may be more important than we previously thought. I'm Dr. Brian McDonough.
I'm Matt Leon. Eagles' first practice at training camp in the books. We will get all the details as we check in with KYW's Ed Benkin.
I'm Joan Doniger at Bloomberg. Investors, keep an eye on Washington and competition for Johnson & Johnson's Remicade from Samsung.
I'm CBS 3 meteorologist Matt Peterson. Mostly cloudy this afternoon and likely dry, but more thunderstorm activity is possible later this afternoon and into the evening with a high of 89 today. Tonight we'll tip it down to 70 for an overnight low with a spotty shower chance. A few light showers continue on Tuesday with a high of 83. It gets a little bit quiet for the middle of the week, but another system brings more rain showers towards the end of the week. We check the 5-day forecast when we check eyewitness weather on KYW News Radio.
84 and partly cloudy going up to 89 kilometers time 12:32. Reporters Roundup continues with traffic and transit on the tubes.
Accident 95 southbound, and they are letting it looks like 2 lanes through now, right around Columbus Boulevard, and it is jammed up to the approach of the Ben Franklin Bridge at this point. So it's 95 southbound. The accident is mainly over in the right 2 lanes. Stay to the left 2 lanes. Try that again. The accident is in the left 2 lanes. Everybody needs to get to the right. And you can't get through. It is just very slow. They have everybody stop temporarily. That's why it's super slow right now. And the rest of 95, really not bad at the moment. We've got a couple of separate work crews. One of them is north of the Betsy Ross Bridge. They keep things sluggish there. One's up at the Newtown bypass. Southbound 95, not seeing any big issues right around the Commodore Barry Bridge. There's a crew working right now.
성경 좀 듣게 줘보세요.
그냥 운전해.
Westbound in the Conshohocken curve, finding a bit of a delay. City Avenue, north and southbound. Watch out for a delay near the Conshohocken State Road area. There's always slow traffic there because of construction, but it looks extra heavy now with a report of an accident. And then continuing on the Schuylkill Expressway eastbound from Montgomery to Girard, some jam traffic there. Walt Whitman Bridge, heavy getting on in New Jersey and heading out to about mid-span. The Walt Whitman looks fine. 55 northbound, you're slow heading north to 42. And there is an accident that is the Black Horse Pike at Cross Keys Road. And we do have word now of this is reported to be a car fire of some kind, or a truck fire. It's eastbound on the Pennsylvania Turnpike just east of Willow Grove. This information is just now coming in, so we'll have more for you coming up. Next update, less than 10 minutes. I'm Stevie Reese in the TrueMark Financial Credit Union 24-hour traffic center.
This is Reporters Roundup, sponsored by Ashley Furniture. Discover what's new on sale and inspiring you at AshleyFurnitureHomestore.com. Recovering the penalty phase of a high-profile case out of the suburbs, you may recall the abduction of an infant from the King of Prussia Mall food court by a woman who attempted to pass the child off as her own for a time. Covering this and joining us, our Suburban Bureau Chief KYW's Jim Melward. Jim, sentencing day, please tell us more.
Yes, Steve. Sharia Moore was found guilty back in March of kidnapping that child from the food court of the King of Prussia Mall in March of last year. A detective testified today at her sentencing hearing that after they got the call of the 7-week-old being taken from the mall, upwards of 50 law enforcement personnel responded from local, state, county, even the FBI to block entrances and exits of the mall. They searched cars as they left the parking lot. The child was found later that night at Sharia Moore's apartment. Moore told authorities she took the baby to family members for photos. Prosecutors say she told her family the baby was taken from her after birth because it tested positive for nicotine and THC. In today's hearing, a psychiatrist testified in 2 different sessions. Moore told him 2 different things. The first, not long after she was arrested, she said she knew by January of 2016 that she was not pregnant or no longer pregnant, but didn't know how to tell her family. But then in November, the psychiatrist says that story changed as she said she gave birth to a stillborn child in her bathtub. Prosecutors point to yet another statement where she said she got a positive result on a home pregnancy test, but found out it was a false positive, but she didn't know how to tell her family. She says she then took the 7-week-old to make her family happy. The psychiatrist says with the Moore, it's impossible to tell what is truth, lie, or fantasy. He says that's one of the hallmarks of borderline personality disorder. Continue after lunch. Moore faces a maximum of 13.5 to 27 years in prison.
Keep us posted. Thank you, Jim.
감사 사랑해.
Chief Humanist Jim Melford.
감사.
The last 28 years.
야쿠르트 하나 줄까? 짜잔. 오케이.
Decades served in a recent U.S. Supreme Court directive.
머핀 하나 줄까요?
Is awaiting developments in
지금 뭐,
his murder case dating
왜 이렇게
back to
누룽지를 좋아해?
he was a teenager. He
어?
just after a terrible mistake.
아비부가 좋아하니까 삼촌도 좋아하는 거야?
The affairs reporter Carrie Cherry Gray covering this story. She joins us on Reporters Roundup. Cherry, what can you tell us about this?
그래도 그게 고소하니 맛있어 삼촌?
The courtroom was packed today, Steve, and this was in the case of Kempis Ghani Songster. He spent the past 30 years of a mandatory life without parole sentence behind bars. He was convicted of the 1987 murder of 17-year-old Andrew Price. Songster was 15 years old at the time, and he was a recruit of the Shower Posse, a Jamaican drug gang who sold crack in Philadelphia. They would lock young Songster recently of 35 years while in prison, and he asked to get time served. Here for John Pace, a professor at St. Joseph's University who worked with Songster on the Redemption Project, an organization that he helped to found while he was in prison.
똑똑똑.
He's in prison.
사랑합니다.
He leads things, he organizes, he helps healing while inside prison, which is the hardest place to heal anything.
He mentored a lot of inmates, and let me tell you, Steve, he had 15 members of his family traveled from Brooklyn, including his mother, who testified, and she spoke directly to the Price family, who had two folks in the courtroom today, including Andrew Price's father. We're sorry for your pain. We're sorry for your grief. Because a big focus, of course, was the brutality of the murder that took place. Now, Songster is only the second juvenile lifer to challenge the DA's negotiated sentences by demanding a full evidentiary hearing. I've been told that there was a hearing last week. The DA offered, in that case, of Vincent Scott, 40 years to life. The judge gave the defendant, in that case, time served at 32 years in prison. Songster is hoping for a very similar result. He wants to get out. He says he has a place to stay, and he would be put to work, hopefully mentoring others so that the type of crime that he was involved in would not happen again, Steve.
Thank you, Cherry. Cherry Gregg with us on Reporters Roundup. Moving on now, the Eyewitness Weather forecast. Cloudy, thunderstorms later in the evening, a high of 89. Tonight, cloudy, spotty showers or thunderstorms, and a low of 70. Tomorrow, cloudy, light lingering showers possible, high of 83. And the broadcast center in Spring Garden, 84 going up to 89. This is Reporters Roundup on the BT's time. 12:38. You've got a retirement plan at work. But have you thought about how to handle your out-of-pocket medical expenses in retirement? At Edelman Financial Services, we have for over 30 years for thousands of families just like yours. Let us help you manage your investments with a complete financial plan. Call 888-PLAN-RIC. That's 888-PLAN-RIC. Or visit us at rickedelman.com. That's rickedelman.com. Advisory services offered through Edelman Financial Services. Securities offered through EF Legacy Securities with FINRA SIPC. Plumbing problems always seem to happen at the worst possible time, which can make a stressful situation even worse. So call Horizon Services. We'll minimize your stress and help you get back to your life as quickly and easily as possible. We offer emergency service 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and always at no extra charge. We have hundreds of orange trucks on standby with highly trained plumbers, ready and available anytime you need us, even nights, weekends, and holidays. Again, at no extra cost. When you call, you'll always reach a live person who will assess your situation, and in emergencies, send someone out to help right away. Did I mention there's never an extra charge for emergencies? So call Horizon Services today and turn your stressful situation into a solved problem. Call Horizon Services now at 1-800-999-1995 and get $37.50 off any plumbing repair or $25 off any drain cleaning. That's 1-800-999-1995 or visit us online at horizonservices.com. Mercedes-Benz of Atlantic City announces the grand opening of their new state-of-the-art sales and service facility exclusive to Mercedes-Benz, bringing a new level of excellence to the Jersey Shore. Partnered with Mercedes-Benz of Port Washington and Mercedes-Benz of Westchester, the combined inventory allows our clients free time for selection, translating to huge savings. See what a luxury car buying experience can be at the all-new Mercedes-Benz of Atlantic City or visit yourmercedes.com. This is Reporters Roundup. It can happen during Pregnancy, sometimes diets go out the window, but a new study points to some important choices when eating for two. KYW medical editor Dr. Brian McDonough joining us on Roundup. And Brian, an eye-opening study. What do we know about this?
We know that a healthy diet is very important during pregnancy, but a new report finds that having a diet that's not that healthy can have lingering effects in the unborn child. And what we're talking about with this new report is a high-fat diet. It's all part of a 9-year study that was conducted in monkeys. And what they found is that in those monkeys that were fed a high-fat diet during pregnancy, they had offspring that were more anxious